Another name for a comfort zone is actually a safe zone, a happy place, a refuge, a sanctuary, a stress free place, a place where you actually have a rest of mind and you are actually, you know, comfortable, you are actually safe. So, a comfort zone is actually or is a situation where or in which you feel comfortable and you do not have to do anything new or difficult. I can say that that is actually a comfort zone. You see, a comfort zone can also mean a place or situation in which you feel safe or you feel comfortable, especially when you choose to stay in the situation, instead of actually trying to work or achieve more. So when you say a comfort zone, it actually means a situation or a condition you are actually comfortable. That's a comfort zone. So sometimes, life demands that you have to step out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself because sometimes comfort zones, despite its numerous advantages, despite the fact that we feel safe and we feel relaxed and they will feel comfortable and we experienced what I call a stress-free situation, can be very harmful sometimes because it will actually retard our growth in life. So sometimes, if you want to actually grow in life, if you actually want to expand in life, if you actually want to break the fallow ground, then you have to step out of your comfort zone or do what I call expand your comfort zone. When you do this, you are rest assured that things are going to work out for you and you begin to see yourself as a new person because you are going to experience some dynamisms in your life. You ask me, why am I coming up with this topic, the comfort zone? You see, a lot of us are actually in this predicament. We actually find ourselves in this situation where we tend to relax, where we tend to feel that we have actually gained it all and we don't need to move ahead of where we actually at the present. And this is not very good for us. You see, something must be able to project us. We must have a drive, we must have the passion, we must have the desire to move beyond the point at which we are in. The comfort zone is actually very good, it is very nice, it is very palatable, but sometimes for us to grow in life, we need some challenges. Now, what are the signs that will show that you are actually in a comfort zone? I will quickly enumerate these signs and try as much as possible to dwell on them. Number one is that one of the signs is that you feel every day is actually repetitive. You feel every day is actually repetitive. What do I mean by that? What I mean by this is that if you're actually in a comfort zone, you find yourself doing the same thing every day. And what are those things that you feel or you do every day? There are things that you actually do over time every day, and it becomes like a routine. It becomes like what I will call an autopilot or what you do every day. So, every day you end up carrying out over a few tasks. That is one of the signs. You end up carrying out a few tasks. Apart from that, you work on the same type of project. This is not actually good for you. So you need to shake up things a bit. if you actually find yourself in this situation. So I'm saying that you need to shake up things a bit. You need to readjust yourself and and get out of this situation. And how do you do that? You need to try out new strategies. New strategies. If you actually belong to, or you find that what I've just talked about now, you are actually guilty of this. A situation where you are always in an autopilot mode, where you do the same thing every day, that is repetitive every day. Now, the second one is that you keep complaining. If you're actually the type that you're actually complaining about this or that or this or that every time, you are actually in a comfort zone. What are those things that you actually complain about? You are always complaining about what you cannot do and what you cannot have. Those are the things you are always complaining about. What you cannot do and what you cannot actually have. Then the third one is that you keep rejecting what I called new ideas. If you are the type that you are always rejecting new ideas, you are not retrospective to new ideas, you are not susceptible to new ideas, you are not embracing new ideas, then these are signs that you are actually in a comfort zone, because you are always giving excuses for rejecting new ideas. Then, apart from that, you always try to avoid new ideas. And you need to be careful about this, because if you find yourself in a comfort zone, it can actually inhibit your growth and your development in their life. And that is why we need to move ahead and expand out of our comfort zone. So I've mentioned three signs now. I said you feel repetitive every day. Then number two, you are always complaining. And number three, you are always rejecting the new ideas. What are actually the classification of comfort zone? Now I'm going into what I call the classification of the comfort zones. You see, this classification is very important so that you can actually be able to know where you are and where you need to be. Number one is what I call the comfort zone. You see, the first classification of the comfort zone is the comfort zone itself, where you feel safe and in control. Under the first one, which is the comfort zone, here you feel that you are actually safe, you feel that you are actually in self-control, you feel contented, you feel okay, you feel that you have gotten it all, you feel that you don't have any challenges, and you also feel that you have conquered the world and now everything is okay for you. That is actually the first classification. Then the second one is what I call the fear zone. The fear zone. You see, under the fear zone, you lack what I call self-confidence. Most people that find themselves in comfort zone and under the fear zone, they lack what I call confidence, lack of self-confidence. These are the kind of classes of people that can never be able to express themselves in the public, or they cannot be able to defend themselves when arguments or new ideas actually come up across them in life, because they are always avoiding a responsibility. You see, they find their excuses just for everything. They avoid responsibilities, they find excuses for everything. Give them a task, give them a job, give them a responsibility, give them a project, they cannot be able to fulfill it, and at the end of the day, they always also give excuses all the time. Then another thing is that they are also affected by other people's opinions. Now, if you belong to that category, you are actually in the fear zone, where you are actually affected by other people's opinion, whether positively or negatively. It always affects them. And in most cases, these people cannot actually take the bull by the horn, or take decisions for themselves. Then let's go to the third one, which is the learning zone. Now, I've talked about the comfort zone and I've talked about the fear zone where most people actually belong. Then we have what we call the learning zone. You see, the learning zone is still a bit better because now you are moving up in the pedestal of progress and you are experiencing a dynamic change in your life now. So, under the learning zone, you are able to deal with challenges and problems. If you're actually in the learning zone, it means that you are able to deal with challenges and problems. Then, apart from that, you are able to acquire new skills. Is one of the perpendicular or one of the lacuna or one of the measurements of the learning zone because you are always acquiring new skills. There are so many people that actually belong to this area because they always like to know new ideas. They always like to know new things. They always want to develop themselves. They are willing to change. They are willing to learn, and they are willing to develop. Then they another thing is that people that actually belong to the learning zone, they are actually willing to extend their comfort zone. They are always willing to extend their comfort zone, and they are always willing to achieve more than what they have at the present. So these are actually those people that belongs to what I call the learning zone. Most of us are in this category, and it's actually a good one if you are if you are willing to acquire new skills, you are willing to extend your comfort zone, and you are also willing to, deal with challenges and problems of life rather than running away from challenges and the problems of life. Because a lot of people in our contemporary time now, they are always running away from challenges. They hate challenges with passion. They hate challenges, they hate problems, they hate, tasks, they hate projects, they hate, things that can actually challenge them or give them a form of an headache. And they fail to realize one thing, that creativity is actually the spice of life. What makes life to be spicy, what makes life to be dynamic, what makes life to be interesting, what makes life to be, wonderful is actually creativity. And the engine of creativity itself is actually stress. So, stress is the engine of creativity, and creativity itself is actually the spice of life. Now, let's go to the other one, which is what I call the fourth one, which is actually the growth zone. The growth zone. Now, if you actually belong to the growth zone, you actually have some characteristics or features that are, you know, associated with this group of people. Number one is that they find their purpose. One of the things that actually make you to be dynamic in life and to be aspiring and great in life, an achiever in life, is that you are able to find your purpose in life. Have you been able to find your purpose? Have you been able to define your purpose in life? This is very, very important and very, very indispensable. So you need to find your purpose. So for those that actually find themselves in the growth zone, they have been able to find their purpose. Then another one is that they actually live their dream. Do you have a dream? Do you dream big or you dream small? You see, the quality and the magnitude of the way you dream and how you actually run or sort out after your dream and achieving your dream will determine how far you will grow in life. If you are the kind of person that you are always dreaming as a nugget or you dream small, you find out that growing or developing or exhibiting greater potentials in life might be very, very limited. But if you are the kind of person that you dream big and you work towards this dream, achieving your dream is always a reality. So they actually live their dream. Then apart from that, those that find themselves or are in the growth zone, they set new goals for themselves. This is 2024. What goals have you set for yourself for this year? What plan do you have for yourself in 2024? What do you want to achieve? A lot of us say we want to achieve the world, we want to conquer the world, we want to achieve this, we want to achieve that. But unfortunately, January 2nd or 3rd or 4th, Most people forget about these dreams and aspirations, and before you know it, it's the same thing like the old calendar every year, year in, year out. No achievement, no goal, no purpose, no dreams, nothing. And it's as if we are not achieving our goals in life. It is not a mirage or a fiction or an utopia that these things cannot be achieved if actually we don't work towards it. Because when you work towards achieving something and you are more dedicated, resilient, and hardworking and more purposeful in life, you can always achieve those things. Then, lastly, they have actually conquered their objectives. You see, goal setters, people that actually belongs to the goal zones, they have actually conquered their objectives. They set goals for themselves and they also accomplish the goals for themselves. So, which category do you actually belong to as a person? Are you setting goals and you are not actually accomplishing those goals, or you are actually setting goals for yourself and you are conquering your goals and what and surmounting your challenges and your problems? What actually makes us to be strong, to be energetic, to be more dynamic in life is our ability to conquer our fear, our ability to conquer our challenges, our ability to conquer our attacks, our ability to conquer our problems. A lot of people will tell you, I don't want a problem in my life, I want a stressful life, stress-free life. If you are the kind of person like that, achieving goals in life might not be possible, because what makes us tick, what makes us strong is actually challenges in life, is actually problems of life. So if you're not having any challenge or any problems in life, you might not be able to see or get anything that will propel you or push you into achieving that thing you wanted in your life. And that is why most people dream today and they cannot achieve those dreams. Now, how can you get out of your comfort zone? How can you actually get out of your comfort zone? Number one is that you need to acknowledge your fear. You need to acknowledge your what? Your fear. A lot of us don't even acknowledge our fears. We try to hide away from our fears. Of course, you need to face your fears. What makes you strong is your ability to face your fears. Those things that has always been causing phobia, always been causing fear, making you to be scared at every time. You need to challenge your fears. You need to acknowledge your fears. Then number two is that you must see failure as a feedback. When you fail in life, you must see it as a feedback. You must see it as a correction, or as something that will correct you next time in avoiding that same mistakes every time. So when you see failure, you take it as a feedback. And feedback is very, very important in life if you want to actually grow in life. Then the third one is that you need to challenge yourself. Do you challenge yourself? Do you give yourself a task? Do you give yourself, a project that this thing must be done? I have to do these things whether I like it or not. A lot of us don't do that. We have somebody, role models or people that actually serve as a mentor to us, or they're always, waking us up from our slumbers every time. But once those people turn their backs on us, we forget about those things that they always say. Are you in that category? You need to challenge yourself. Then another one is that you must keep expanding your comfort zone. Your comfort zone that you are in now is not the end of the world. So you need to expand more, you need to conquer more horizon, you need to achieve more, you need to surmount more challenges, you need to acquire more, you need to come out of that comfort zone now and move ahead of that comfort zone and make life better for yourself. Then another one is that you need to, devise a plan. It's very important that you devise a plan. If you actually want to get out of your comfort zone, you must devise a plan. You see, there's an idea that says that when you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Failure to plan is planning to fail. So take note of that. Then you need to take a step. That's another one. You need to take a step. Most of us, we are so comfortable, we just feel relaxed, we just feel, that I'm okay with where I am today. You don't do that. You need to take steps out of where you are now. Take the step, take the giant stride, take the giant step, and move out and achieve more than what you have actually achieved now. Do you get it now? So then another thing is that you need to discover more about potential challenges. You see, there are more potential challenges all around us. When you talk about comfort zone, we're not talking about your area or where you're living alone. It's all about, achieving greatness in life. So you need to discover those challenges and conquer those potential challenges. Then another one is that you need to change your mindset. Mindset is very important. A lot of us, we have a negative mindset, we have a dying mindset, we have a dormant, docile mindset, we have a mindset that is not pragmatic, we have an unproductive mindset, we have a mindset that is always saying things from a unilateral perspective and not a multilateral perspective. Some of us, we are so docile, we are so reluctant, we feel so hesitant in life in doing one thing or the other. So you need to change your mindset. The another one is that you need to stay positive. You need to stay positive. Positivity is the key to building up yourself in life. When you are not positive, accomplishing greatness in life is what is a mirage, or it might not be positive. The another thing is that what you need to think creatively. Creatively, there are so many problems all around in your area. Like one Indian man told me some time ago that Africa or Nigeria is littered with gold all around us. But unfortunately, we don't see these goals. Other people see those goals. Why don't you look closely? Have a thinking room where you think every day and you draft those ideas that comes into your head. You draft it down, you write it down so that you can never forget them. And when you write them down, you study them and look for a way on how you can actually accomplish those things which you have actually written down. Is very, very, very important. Then find accountable partners. Find accountable partners. You need to find accountable partners, people that have like mindset with you, people that are positive oriented, people that have an idea, people that want to grow in life, people that are positive minded, people that are willing to learn, people that are very dynamic, people that are ready to take on challenges, people that are very positive minded and they are very creative in nature. These are the kind of people that should make your friends or partners. Avoid the negative people. Avoid those that will actually kill your dreams or drain down your morals or bring you down every time, because those people will never add any value to your life. Now, the question is, what are the benefits that are credible, when you actually leave your comfort zone? When you actually leave your comfort zone, what are those things that you tend to gain, or what are those things that you tend to achieve by leaving your comfort zone? Because somebody will ask me, now you want me to leave my comfort zone, now you want me to accomplish something in life. What are the things that I tend to achieve, that are achievable, that are beneficial to me when I actually leave my comfort zone? Number one, you are able to achieve your goal. You are able to achieve your goal. When you leave your comfort zone, you are able to achieve your goal. Then your comfort zone will also help you to boost your self confidence. If you are self confident, it is very, very important, because one of the key or factors to leaving your comfort zone, or one of the benefits which are accruable for you or accruable to you for leaving your comfort zone, is that it will boost your confidence. Then another one is that it can actually help you to expand your wealth, because wealth building, wealth creation is very dynamic, is very purposeful, is very resilient, is very pragmatic, is very focused. So if you are the kind of person that you want to build your wealth, you want to build your wealth from the lower level to a higher level, to a level that is unimaginable, unfathomable, to an imaginable, a level that is beyond expectation, then you need to change or leave your comfort zone. So when you leave your comfort zone, that point at which you are now, by acquiring new skills, by acquiring new ideas, by going out and conquering your fears and everything, then you can actually achieve or expand your wealth. Then your comfort zone, when you leave it, it will also help you to build your resiliency. Building resiliency is very important in terms of what? Of building wealth. So if you want to build wealth in life, you must leave your comfort zone. Then it will also put you in a position of what? Of gaining more self-control over your life. If you actually want to gain more control, if you actually want to decide to be the deceiver of every decision, the dynamics, the opium of what you're going to be in life, because that key actually lies in your hand, then you need to leave your comfort zone. So leaving your comfort zone will actually give you the key to have a control over your life. Then it will also make you to become what I call a stronger person. Because when you're actually a stronger person, it means that you can conquer the world. You see, I like this man so much, so greatly. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great conquered the world and he started crying, and people were asking him, why are you crying, Alexander? He started crying because there was nowhere to conquer again all over the world. He has conquered the world. He likes conquering. He likes challenges. He likes overcoming his challenges. He likes overcoming what? His project. He likes challenges, he likes problems. But because problems, challenges, and tasks and projects and the rest of them, they make us so strong in life. They make us very mighty, very strong, very energetic, and very resilient. And because of that, we can always conquer the world and be above whoever we are ever trying to ever become or imagine in their life. And that's why you need to leave your comfort zone. So another thing is that another benefit, which is the last one, is that when you leave your comfort zone, you become more creative, because creativity is the spice of life. When you leave your comfort zone, it makes you to be more creative in life. And creativity is the spice of life. You see, so if you want to make it, if you want to be successful, if you want to be wealthy, if you want your name to be in the annals of time, if you want to sit among the kings and the queens and the princes and the presidents and the prime ministers and all the great men of the world, I want the world to know you for who you are, I want the world to celebrate you, then it is time for you to leave your comfort zone. I used to be in my comfort zone, and that's why, sometimes leaving your comfort zone might involve pain sacrifices, might involve losing your loved ones, because people will begin to see you in a different perspective, and people will begin to wonder what has actually come over you. Because leaving your comfort zone will mean that you have to leave some old habits, you have to leave some certain things that are not producing any positivity in your life, and embracing the positive ones. And this entails why you need to change your friends. Because I always tell people, you see, people always say that the rich people are always very, very proud. They are not actually proud. They are actually attracted by natural status. What is that natural status? The natural status is that the rich will always move with the rich and the poor will always move with the poor. But that is not to say that the poor cannot become rich. The poor can be rich if they can learn the dynamics of money, how money functions, and the intricacies of what we call capitalism. So making it today, making and becoming successful may take years, but if you are patient, if you are persistent, if you are focused, if you are result oriented, if you are very pragmatic and you are very resilient, making it might become very, very easy. And that is why it's actually what I call a decade of sacrifice. So leave your comfort zone today and begin to plan for the future, because the future is very, very bright. And for you to get to that future that is very, very bright, you must work towards it. And that's why they say that the many years of Methuselah cannot actually fathom the wisdom of Solomon. If you have that wisdom, you can conquer the world. And the wisdom is actually at your doorstep now, because those things are what you can actually learn, you can actually watch, you can actually read out there on how you can actually become successful in life. I am challenging you today to move out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone will actually inhibit, will actually retard and restrict your growth in their life. And that's why you have to leave that area and see for more horizon and expand your comfort zone. I hope you have actually gained something today. If you have actually gained something from this video, please subscribe. Now, share my videos to the numerous people out there that want a positive change in their life. And let's make the world a better place for every one of us. Till I meet you next time, I remain your humble, loyal, dedicated, pragmatic, inventive, resilient, focused David Oni. And my YouTube channel is Greater Mindset. God bless you, my returning subscribers. And till I see you next time, God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Lagos State. God bless the whole world. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye bye.